Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. In this video, we will be taking a look at some charts, really important ones, because Bitcoin is facing a really strong situation right now, which we need to discuss. And, I'm going to take you through it all, show you what I see, and, give you the goods and give you the bads and see what can come out of this. If it sounds interesting to you, please drop that like, give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Before I dive into this, need to let you know I am not a financial advisor. These are just my own personal opinions on the market. So please always do your own research before you invest your money. That being said, I just want to start off with this. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index. We've been in extreme fear now for, it's right back since mid-May. You're talking over 2 months, May, June, July, almost, around about 2 months almost. And for me, I've not seen it this long. I've not seen extreme fear for this long in a very long time. And usually, when you're in extreme fear, for me, that's like the bottom of the bottom. You can't get any worse than that. So, that being said and bearing that in mind, when you take a look at these charts, Bitcoin just dropped below this 55 moving average, and this was the bottom of the EMA ribbons, and this is why I used this one in particular, because it usually tells when Bitcoin's holding great support or heavy resistance on the Bitcoin ribbons, but I haven't got it up. I'm just showing you the one for now. This was a key structure and Bitcoin broke it. Like I said, if you see my last videos, the last time I ever saw Bitcoin break this was a very few times, and one of the most key significant times recently was this massive drop down here. And this was back in March of 2020 when we had the whole virus thing happen, right? We saw a massive fall down, and then the price got bought up super fast. We saw a V-shaped recovery, came back above this 55, and then we broke, right up into new all-time highs. I don't know if that's going to happen again, but you can see the price of Bitcoin declining now. Is it confirmed there's a bear market? I don't know. This is something else we need to decide. But usually when it breaks this, it usually does confirm that you're in some form of a bear market. Because like I said, when we have broke this in the past, and I'll take you back here, prior to this one, we were in this downtrend for the longest of time. So you can see here, this was the last time we really broke this. And if you compare it all the days up until when it decided to break it above again, you're talking 329 days. So you're almost a year. It took 1 year to come back above. Okay, so really let that sink in whilst you're trading and stuff. I don't know, are you a hodler, are you a seller? I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna sit back and hold because I've been in this game for a while. I really have, and I've sat through bear markets and bull markets, and I have an idea as to what kind of highs we can see in the future. And I think that what we're facing right now, even though this is coming down, I think this is going to be short-lived. It can extend up to 6 months, maybe, if we do go into a longer period of bear market. But you guys have to remember something. If you're watching now, you've been in this bear market. It was a mini bear market. From right up here to here, you've been in this 2-month mini bear market. And this, for me, if this was to happen, this for me would be pure capitulation. And I'm going to explain why along with this heat map. Because, every time, I said it to you before, every time I've seen this heat map dark blue, it always signals that you're coming towards a very low part of the market. And we can see this back in the past, and this is on the weekly time frame, guys, of Bitcoin. And the reason I bring up Bitcoin is because if Bitcoin falls, the rest of the market falls with it. You can see it here. The last time we had this dark blue action, you can also see it. Let me delete that. And you can also see it over here as well. You see, this is why I think it's different this time around in relation to being in midst of a bear market. Because if you have a look at the midst of this bear market, right, the colors were like a greenish blue. You see what I'm saying? The only time we saw this dark blue was when we were really at the bottom, true capitulation of the entire bear market. And this is what I mean why I think it will be short-lived, because we have big institutions involved now. And, when I look at this stuff here compared to where we are now, I think that money is really going to play an important role in this, meaning that these big institutions may not want it to fall below a certain price, because it's one thing us losing a bit of money, but when they start to lose millions and billions, you know, I think they have a good strategic plan here. And if it does fall down, you know, because I've got these lines here, most people have been saying the same thing. We're expecting it to go to 24k as the first sort of support. Next support for me would have been, I'm gonna take this out. It showed 19k, but I think that if we break this 24k, it sounds crazy, I know, that we could potentially see lows as, you know, as low as 14,000. I just got to keep it super real with you. You may see Bitcoin come down to $14,000. And I said this before in a few of my other videos, and I'll put it out there again. This is the worst case scenario, okay? But you best believe these guys that are paying attention, these big institutions, they will be buying these dips, because when you look at Glassnode and all these other things, I haven't got it up right now, you can see that a lot of people are hodling. A lot of the wallets accumulating and holding on. So, you know, that's quite significant. And this is another thing. Like, if you're new to my channel and you haven't seen this before, the heat map has always been significant when it comes to calling the tops. And you can see here, in the prior bull run of 2017, when it was at the absolute top, we saw some red. You know, and this has always played a key significance to calling the tops of the market. And we didn't get that here. There was no red at all. We had a bit of green, yellow, and then we came down blue. You know, so this is why a lot of people have been comparing this to the 2013 cycle instead of the 2017, which is this one here. And if I just zoom in again to remind you and refresh your memory, we did have a massive drop. We had a huge capitulation from, or drop from, you know, right up here all the way down to, well, if you want it, you can actually come right down to here, which is an 82% correction. But this one here is roughly 75% correction. So, you know, we did have a big drop, but we also recovered. And then we went above, and then we printed an all-new time high back in 2013, right? How long was this actually? I'm curious to see how long this one was. So, you know, from the drop, from the highest to the lowest, you know, actually, I'll take it from here, the lowest from here. From when it did a massive drop, it took roughly, let's just look at it from actually trying to break up a new high. Actually, I'll do it from here, roughly here. It's just trying to find the best place to decide where we should, you know, decide how high we should come out of this. Let's talk about the V-shape, do it from the V-shape recovery, because if you look here, you can see a V-shape. It comes down, comes above, right back here. It took roughly 140 days for a V-shaped recovery. And I think that's the best thing to look at right now, because this V-shaped recovery is what most people tend to look for when you're in some sort of a bearish momentum, is that reverse trend. And that's the V-shape we're looking for. So from, you know, from the drop to here, 140 days ish, roughly. And, you know, the reason I'm saying this is because if that's the case, then maybe we could see 140 days going forward. I don't know. Let's just take a look at this V-shaped recovery from here to here. You know, that was 70 days. Okay, so it gives us a rough estimate between 70 and 140 days. So far, we've had this drop. If we was to, you know, work out 70 days from here to here, so 70 days is, well, we've gone past 70 days, because 70 days would have been roughly here. You can see, right? This is the 70th day. So 140 days now. It really extends it out to around here. And if you look at the bottom, it says 27th of September, highlighted in blue. So, you know, we could be, you know, it could probably take up to September until we see some sort of recovery. It'll probably look more like a U-shaped recovery by then, because, you know, it doesn't really look like a V-shape. But yeah, just bear in mind that this heat map is usually significant for calling the bottoms, letting you know when we're at the absolute bottom, because it shows it here, dark blue, usually. And for me, it's always been a good time to buy. You know, every time I've seen this dark blue, you know, I was buying all through here as well, because I see that was a good time to buy. Obviously, in my last video, I pointed out that we had these big drops before, 40% drops. So yeah, that's that thing. The other thing that I really want to show you is this, the Gaussian channel, because we just entered it just now. And I've been saying to you before, the last time we entered this Gaussian channel, you know, we were in this for an extended period of time. And, you know, well, the thing is, Bitcoin, because it's entered it now, time's going to tell. you know, there is still a chance we could come out of it, but you can see here we entered it, and then it took a while. We came through the other side, and then we came out of it. The same thing happened in the last one. You know, we entered it, and we came out through the other side, and then we came up again. And these were long period of times. You're talking, you know, 300 days-ish, maybe a year almost to come out. But this time could be different because, you know, like I said, we've got institutions involved with big money. I don't know if they're going to want to have it extended that long, but I don't know if this is due to market manipulation or anything. But, you know, if you do your standard technical analysis, you can see that most people believe that we are coming down to the 24K anyway. So, you know, time's going to tell if that plays out. But one thing I'm really looking at and paying attention to is this chart here, because this one gives you really good insight as to what's going on with Bitcoin today. And for me, like I've been saying this before, we've been in this falling wedge, and it can still come down right to about here and still be in this falling wedge. And this price here is oh, I've just moved it. Let me do it again. Oh no, I did it right. So price is about what we were at before. You know, the 28,000 mark, 28,400. So, you know, Bitcoin could still come down to the 28,000 mark-ish and still be in this falling wedge pattern. And like I said, the falling wedge pattern is usually a bullish sign, and it usually tends to break upwards. Now, I don't know where it may break upwards, but, you know, let me just change the pattern because I was on logarithmic. I want to change it. If it does break, because what I've done is I've taken the highest to the lowest part here within this wedge, and I'm going to shimmy it across. If it does break up at some point, because, you know, as crazy as it sounds, the market's really bearish right now. Everything's red. People are panic selling. People are unsure on what's going on. Sometimes it's times like this is where you see a trend reversal. And I think that if Bitcoin is to break out upwards for some crazy reason, it could go up to, you know, I'm looking at highs now around here. You know, the 40,000, 41,000 mark, almost 42K, we could still see this. So, you know, that being said, maybe this could be a seriously good opportunity to be buying crypto. And that's not investment advice. I just want to put it out there to you. If we do see these falls down to like the 24K and all sorts, it could be a good time to buy. Now, you got to ask yourself the question, what kind of investor are you? Are you even an investor? Are you just someone that wants to trade? Are you someone that's coming to the crypto space just to make a bit of money fast? I don't know. But one thing I know is that I'm in this long term. And right now it sucks because we're seeing prices fall, our portfolios are decreasing, and it makes you panic. And it makes people worry and panic and think, oh, I'm losing all the money. But you have to remember, it's just temporary. And if you look at Bitcoin on the long perspective, the long-term perspective, let me just grab it up here. Sorry, this chart here. You know, let me just swing it to the monthly view. Bitcoin's still in a very bullish trend, and it's been bullish for the longest time. And matter of fact, now I'm showing you like this, Bitcoin could actually come right down to here. Hold on, let me just change this to the 20. Change this to the, oh no, I've got the wrong thing. I wanted to change this line to the EMA to the 21 day. I'm just curious to see where the 21 is. Where's the 21 day moving average? So it's up here. Bitcoin could actually fall right down to this 21, right, on the monthly chart, which puts it at around $26,000 and still be incredibly bullish. So just bear that in mind, because we could see Bitcoin maybe come down to 26K. It might not even hit 24. And when it hits 26K, it could bounce off of that and still be extremely bullish. And again, you know, when you look at this on the monthly, you can get a really good picture of what's going on here. You can see the dark blues. You can see every time it's been dark blues, it's been a good time to buy. You know, it's near enough called the bottom of the markets on the monthly time frame. So yeah, and another thing to remember is when if it ever broke this yellow 21 day, it was, how long was it in for? Because this is monthly candles now. So, you know, let's have a look here. No, that says days. Let me just count the candles because I want to be precise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When it broke this 21 day last time, it was under for 6 months, which is weird because when you stretch this on daily time frame, oh no, it works out 180 days. Yeah, so It's about right, something like that. Yeah, about 6 months. And this is what I was saying to you before, about 6 months. The last time it broke it here, though, was only a month. So, you know, you had one massive drop down, and it came back above. If it is to fall down, I don't expect it to be any longer than 6 months. And where does that put us now? July, August, September, October, November, December. It could be January. January 2021. Sorry, 2022. Doesn't show there. January of 2022. It doesn't. I was looking. It said 23. That's all. Oh no, here. Sorry, I'm going right into 20. I'm going too far forward, guys. Why didn't you tell me? Look here. It could extend it to here, January 2022. The bull trend. We could be in this bull trend for another 6 months up until bear trend to the bull trend up until 2022 January. So time's going to tell. Time's going to play out. But we are still bullish on the monthly time frame, and I think that's really important to pay attention to, is the monthly time frame. But yeah, I'm expecting it to come down to 24 if it does, if it continues to go the way it is. But I'm also paying strong attention to this, because you can't outrule this pattern that we see here. It is a falling wedge, and it's weird because you've got a descending wedge playing inside of a falling wedge. So it's like the descending triangle is bearish, but you got this, you know, falling wedge which is bullish. It's like it's really hard to decide what it wants to do. Time's going to tell. I expect it to come back down to, you know, the 28k mark, and then we'll see from there what happens. And then yeah, if it breaks up, great. If it comes down, you need to decide: are you someone that's going to hold? Are you going to panic sell, or what are you going to do? Because I think that it will be short-lived, and we will see higher highs. So, you know, that being said, if this was helpful to you in some shape or form, please drop that like. Give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Yeah, hello, welcome in. I know it's crazy right now, the market. People just a bit unsure. I'm still unsure myself, but I do have a good mindset as to what I'm doing, and I know what's going on, and I'm just preparing myself for it, really. So, you know, I just see it as great buying opportunities. There's so many people that went, you know, at 65k, oh, I wish I could buy these coins a lot cheaper. So many people said that. And I see this opportunity for people to be buying coins a lot cheaper. And I don't know if you're ever going to get this opportunity again. So with that information, you know, you take it how you will and decide what you want to do. So yeah, thanks for watching. Shout out to my patrons. I see you guys in these tiers. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate you all, and all the big tiers. I'm going to shout out your names now. Big up to you all. Thank you so much. Are you ready for this long ass list? Shout out to Torian Ottery, It's Time, AJ, Frank C63, Clarence Dennison, Christopher Johnson, Jacob Adams, Mr. Anonymous, Stuart Chocolate, Carlos Rocha, Damaris, Samuel Stancox, Rahul the God, Dante Kennedy, RG Bizzle, Max Wiseham, Ridax Robinson, Manny Sanchez, Catherine Chung, Tyrone Samuel, Stephen. I swear if that ant comes near me, I'm going to flick it off the screen. Where am I? Tyrone Samuel, Stephen Edwards, Edward, Abiola, Rachel Mack, Pamela Williams, Stacks on Racks, Rick, Geoffrey Williamson, Omar Thomas, Caspanera, Avon Davis, CCP269. I've got to do it fast because I promise you, there's loads. Good Feels Nice, Dominic, Peter Stoddard, Belinda Spencer, Eric Foreman, Semyon, Fatima Price, Shawanda Owens, Tanner McLaren, Josh Wills, Marcel SSK, Kevin Ward, Sassovi, Michael Keel, Christopher Hoss, Christy, Peter Moser, Snowy, big up, D Swearing, Andrea Hardin, Eric, Kelvin, William Fox, S-Jar, Claudette Hormiliosa, like Wingardium Leviosa. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. What am I laughing for? Anyway, just flip you up in the air, because that's a sick little floating spell. Shakir Sane, Jeff Tomtich, Lamar Lee Seeley, Cody Harris, S, Daniel Hopkins, Cyril. I always get, you know what I mean. Alexander, look, big up to you. Alexander Ofori, Gilbert Baggins, Eric Jackson, Paul Forrest, Powell, Russell Cohan, Joseph Marcus, Crypto Mac, Andrew Queen, Gimme the Gains, Videx, West AM, Ali, Mo Seach, I'm trying to do it fast, Fiat Jackson, Mike V, J Fave, Terry JC, Ollie, Orville Broomfield, I'm getting there, I'm getting there, I'm not even halfway, Thank Essa, Nasa, Ignacio, love that, because that's like a sick Harry Potter spell. G Crypto Lomon 7, Chris Chico, NM That Man, Francis Loco, Zach Adam, what am I laughing for? Mansour, Jem de Jaguar, Marcus Gittery, Robert Loss, exactly us, just flick that one out of your hand, you best believe. What am I laughing for? Stony Mac, can't help it. John Lowe, Ranjo Singh, Raffle Cooper, Aiden, Ezekiel Corey, Luke Ainsworth, Mr. Durant, Anthony Berry, TRG Investments, Marky Cersei, hello, Ryan Williams, Toucan, Santino, Joe, was it Joel? Let me know. Crazy Jam, Timothy J. Brusky, Renee, UKMC, No Name, Jack Slater, Pablo, Lena111, or Lena, let me know, one of them, Lena111, Sunny V, Crypto 1, Hanny Abu, Ricardo Vinegar, Shinadu, Oscar Vilgus, Crypto Moon, Night, hold on, new to you, Jackson Tepper, Francis Hernandez, Akbar, Jermaine Allen, David Adedeji, Chiquita, hello, John Sandoval, Optimus Page, Edgar Cortez, Ramil TV, Kirsten, Mr. Drew, SNCCC Mullen, Daddy Albus, Josh. Listen, I told you, some come and gone, I'm getting mixed tongue twisted. Joshua Asher, Black Ape, Bob Russ, Eloy, Mikey, Mikey, User X20, I always get that one mixed up, and I've got to scroll up. User X2019, Blackstar, Chillets Creations, Akis Voderus, that's that spell, just mash up your ear. I can't say it, you know. Abid Hussein, Mazidi Lopez, Michael, Josephus Samara, Niena London, Chris Tap Dance, I'll just tap dance with you. Okay, I gotta stop. Iris, Munchua Amma, I gotta have fun with it, guys. It's just a long ass list. I mean, are you still sitting here? Because it's long. Joey J, Raj T, Brian Reedy, Terry, Carnell Goodman, Matthew Walker, oh, it's gone the wrong way. Sarpage Singh, Dennis Boonman, Mark Peake, Ilya Chiu. Let me know. Royal ID, Teddy Barrow, Hassan P, Makuga, Gordon McCulloch, Monica Matteo, Adam Allen, Ralph Green, Marcus Dunbar, Johnny Matthews, Michael James, Artud, Moises Gallery, Mrs. Carla V. Hello. Rizwan, A-Kings, or A-Kings, let me know. Ice Cat Trader, Davidas. Hold on, it just says Davidas. It doesn't say, okay, well, mate, half, just give you half it, you know. Connie, A. Alamu, William Johnson, Anthony Donne, Karen Danik, I'm getting all tongue twist. Kimberly Gearman, All for One, Cylindel Tashuma, Stefan Coinage, PC World, because it's just PC, but it's just, I like it. What am I laughing for? Marky27, clear my throat, that's not a name. Dave, Chris Adlam, Crypto Newbie, Tom Rodriguez, where am I? Golden Bags, Slow Measy, Noel21, Trevor Dawson, Jew Tam, Thierry, I told you, there's loads. And I'm halfway. Just you know, you might enjoy it. Joe Yusuf, Chucks Anderson, Splurge Ultra, RF Joy, Danny Rich, Erlstein, Carnivore 444, Morgan Kovar, Joe, Kapashkama, Alexis Pagan, I think it's Pagan, let me know. Saraif X, Kevin V, Crypto Hustle, big up. Anish Patel, Aaron Nova, Mohammed Imran, Ankush Jane, Corey, Mario L, Vanessa Small, Elijah Ailendi, I think that's right. Moinu Hussein, Andrew Laramie, I'm getting there. Nadine Jordan, Eddie Laforme, Tony B, D Wheels, Riyadh Midacasso, there you go. Hash Matala, Suraj Rashid, Eamon Deep Whaler, Masixo, Master J, Daniel Brown, Leon Plus. I told you, it's just slowing me down. Now, why you got too many of you? But I appreciate it. Let me just keep going. DG Crypto, Adam Istvan, Theodore Wheaton. Hold on, what's my bloody phone doing? Where am I? Here we go. LD, Vincent Millett. Yep, that's right. Mauricio, Anoop N, Steve Hayar. There's so many. Ayman Rizvi, Janetta. Hello, Janetta. Legend Charles Knight, Asa Jones, Gabriel Vince McDowell. Yep, so I'm getting mixed up now. Duns River, Carrie, Gilbert Blaggins, Jake Ross, Cookie Crumbs, Cookie. I can't say it every time. Christian, Lee, Philip Staffer, Fund Me Now. I mean, if you know, I'll sort you out one day. Whatever. Crypto Dive, Maha Ramadan, Fiaz Ahead, Jim, yeah. Harsha, Bent Henson, Daniel Grigriu, I think that's right. Idle Piper, big up. I know you make crazy games with me. Shari T Zostek, well, you all make games with me. I know you do. We win, we lose. You know, it happens. Can't win them all. Deshana Vation, Mustafa, Skylark. Old type DJ Skylark. I'm in the place with the DJ Skylark. Big up. Okay, you know what I mean? I just gotta do it. Liz Reed. Look, I gotta start scrolling down now. Where am I? El Bengred, the A-Team, / something else. Jacob Madaris, Dave Cathro, I think that's right. Richard Harmer, Kyle Dawson, JP Deline, I think that's right. Joe Shawns, hold on, I'm getting there. Akeem Banks, Michelle Van Den Acker, hello. Rosemary Henson, Justin Levin, Via Financial, I say Via in London. Raycorn, Mr. Pawniti, Massey, Tonye Adakibi, Sear Coins, I think that's right. James Richards, Kasha Smith, Soul Seeker. I don't know, I just felt like I had to do like a heaven noise. Anyway, Theodis, yeah. Rossi D, Paolo Baptista, you are a Patreon, big up to you. Renton Bacco, because I spoke to you in it. Enigo Zubieri, I think that's right. Stefan Grunfeld, yep, gotta get it right. RGC, Visual, Lee Goodwin, those are two different names. RGC, Visual. Lee Goodwin, Jiba, yeah, that's right. Matthew 1, Tristan Miles, there's so many tongue twists. John Hung, Saif Rahman, May Ravel, I think that's right. Laurie Littrot, Alicia Abacus, I think that's right. Hold on. Nima Wambagu, there's... It's just too much. David Lang, Saita, I remember that. Danny Ruddick, I'm scrolling down still. Who's still here? I told you there was too many. You thought I was joking. Kenny Brokaw, I think that's right. Brokaw. Aaron Nguyen, Nick Smith, Sandbox, Nazar, Sam Lenier, yeah, James Snowden, Pie, new names, Mr. Bonds, I can see the end, Double Starred, Mo Mill, Roy W, Tom Just, is it Mustaq Dean, Michael Knight, Medea, S. Terrell, Nate, Roberts, John Carty, Josh Davis, Batch 1, VJ Kumar, is it Fuchs? I don't want to say the other one if it's a swear word. What am I laughing for? Devastator X, Francis B, Christopher Hamilton, Mr. Investor, Irina Lorenzo, Mark, Rafael Stepnikowski, Jordan Rutty, and Jean Gerard. Thank you all so much. It's mad, crazy, ludicrous bomb with the name calls. I appreciate you all so much. Let me scroll to the top, just get there. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Cheers.